NFL preseason week 1 winners and losers from CBS Sports. They list the loser being Deshaun Watson after publicly apologizing his off-the-field actions. Watson took the field, had some noticeable rust, completing just 1 of 5 passing for 7 yards. G. Bush, again, this falls into the you expected some rust. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it looked good. It didn't look good. But there's a lot that goes into it, and you know what? I'd rather see that in a preseason game than a regular season game. My biggest takeaway from that is wasn't a regular season game.
Yeah, man. I see. This is where sometimes this is just a low hanging fruit, man. Like, like sometimes journalists really they kind of just do things and. They got the leeway to write certain things, and that was just very predictable. Now, I would have respected his gangster if he would have just said, look, one of the losers was Nick Harris and the Cleveland Browns, losing your starting center in the second play of the game. That hurts. And the fact that you have a guy who you put a lot of stock in. I've talked to you multiple times on this show, and one of the 3-4 people that we mentioned consistently, besides defensive tackle, besides wide receiver, and besides Deshaun Watson figuring out when he's going to play, is the center position. They invested that time. He worked his tail off. He was looking like he was going to be the guy that was going to be the signal caller up front. And in the second play of the game, he gets a freak injury, and it looks like he's going to be out for a sustained period of time. For me, that's the biggest loss for the Cleveland Browns. This is easy. That was low-hanging fruit with Deshaun Watson. It's the first game that he's played in a year and a half. He's still going to have to serve another long suspension. And to be honest with you, he's just out here trying to get the feeling right? And Kevin Stefanski put his team out there, and I think he was signaling to people, hey, look, this is the new reality. The Cleveland Browns aren't going to be anybody's favorites. The Cleveland Browns you're not going to be the lovable loser anymore. Whether you guys like it or not, Deshaun Watson's on the team, and they're going to boo him at every stadium, right? They're going to boo him. They're going to boo the team. They're not going to want to see us win. And at the end of the day, you guys got to get used to that and learn to play through that kind of that rhetoric and learn to play through some of that outside noise. And it goes the same with the media and the national media. I mean, they're going to write stories like that. But, one thing heals all, and that's going out on Sundays and winning football games, because eventually – that overtakes everything when we talk about football.
Yeah, I'm with you. Other than the Nick Harris getting injured and likely lost for the year, not much of consequence from that preseason game.